Yeah, greetings to you all, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, Biafrans all over the world, people of goodwill. Yeah, this is the Coastal Biafran TV. The Coastal Biafran TV, of course, is the voice of the Biafrans in the coastal region of Biafran land. And as you are coming in immediately, when you come in, kindly invite every other people, invite friends and family, people with goodwill, people with good conscience, and invite them, let them join this very great program this very afternoon. Of course, before I introduce our guest of today, before I introduce him to you all, I believe most of us have already known him. We are going to for a very short break, and as we are going for the break, when we come back, then the program is going to start immediately. So, but before going for the break, I think we have to go for the national anthem of the Turkish nation and the Biafran nation as well. So stay tuned as we start listening to the national anthem of the Turkish nation. Thank you very much, thank you very much, and of course we'll be listening to the national anthem of the Biafran nation. So stay tuned while you're inviting friends and family to join this wonderful and very great program.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes, we must defend our lives, for we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from foes. But if the price is death, for all we will give, then let us die without a shred of fear. Hail to be from consecrated nation, oh fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be our vindication. Spirit of God, will count our privilege. Come with the which emboldens the free, shall always be of God only.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, lovers of freedom, fellow comrades. And we are, as you're welcoming you, kindly welcome every other viewers who are supposed to be, even those who agree and those who do not agree to our view. So this is Coastal Biafran TV. Of course, today I have somebody whom everybody have been waiting to hear from. There are a lot that has gone. There are a lot that has happened in this struggle of Biafra, and Biafrans are people, who are willing to work with everybody and who are also willing to hear other different opinions. So, for this reason, we have the person of His Excellency Mr. Abdülkadir I don't know, maybe I really pronounce the name well, but of course, we're going to give him the opportunity to introduce himself properly as he wants us to see him or to address him. So, Mr. His Excellency, please just pick up the mic, introduce yourself to the viewers, and let them know who's on the screen.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Jite. First of all, I greet all the people and the friends, brothers and sisters there who's watching you, and which they are in their homeland. First of all, I would like to inform you that I am not a diplomat. If you remember from the media, local and international media, for Biafrans or Nigerians or the other media organization worldwide, they say I am the Turkish diplomat, which is not true. And let me confirm again that I am not a diplomat from the Republic of Turkey or the Turkish administration. We have to clear this one first. Secondly, I am the president of NGO, non-governmental organization, businessman, and the candidate member of the Parliament of the Republic of Turkey, 27th period. And this is my title. This is me. And I don't want anyone to know my title by mistake, and they call to the media that I am a Turkish diplomat, which is not true. This is number one. Okay, this is me, Mr. Jite, shortly. Thank you.
Thank you very much, His Excellency. Of course, Biafrans all over the world have heard what you've said, and I believe they will also address you as one. So, going for the interview for today, of course, you are expecting the hot side and the cold side, because in Biafra, or should I say, as a Biafran, we ask difficult questions because we love answering difficult questions, and I believe you are up to the task. So to address every question here thrown to you. So firstly, the first time we saw you, or should I say, Biafrans, or I myself saw you on the media field, where just the way you just can debunk now that you are not a Turkish diplomat, and you know, we saw you speaking for Biafrans all over the world, speaking for the killings all over the world. You know, we saw you that you're speaking on the behalf of the voiceless people. We saw you that we saw the passion in you when you were speaking for Biafrans all over the world in the beginning of your involvement in this struggle. So let us start with that. Why? What are the things that propel you, or what are the things that inspired you to speak for the people of Biafrans facing extrajudiciary killings in Biafran land under the Nigerian government of today? What are the things that makes you to speak for the people of Biafra in the beginning of your appearance on the African, should I put it, African media feed? So please, that's the first question for you, sir.
It is very easy to answer this question. Freedom, 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 for freedom fight. But I have to inform you, the religious is different, freedom is different. Religious is different, freedom is different. Why? Because in Biafra land, there's a Jewish people, also the leader is Jewish, and the Christians and the Muslims. So nobody should talk about the religious, especially for the Israel subject. I was with them, but when the Trump, the former president of the United States, Trump, recognized the Jerusalem, the capital city of the Israel, so I stopped, which is not acceptable. Which is not acceptable. I will, I will going to come and talk about the Biafra issue, but before that, we have to talk about the United States is concerned about our president's sensitivity for Jerusalem, Palestine. You see, the Biafra issue is looks like a Palestine, but not recognized in United Nations until now. Opposition spreading animosity against our country, like the United States and the Israeli far right, European neo Nazis. Nobody can say that this is a part of the internal power struggle. Their concern will exponentially intensify with Turkey's every action and the plan in the region. The United States is apparently very concerned about His Excellency President Recep Tayyip Erdogan sensitivity regarding Jerusalem and the Palestine. We are honored by the concern felt by the United States, the world's biggest Jewish state, which shipped weapons to Israel even during his massacre, lending the utmost support to the total elimination of the Palestinians. The immoral attitude adopted by the United States, which was a partner in the Jenin and the Gaza massacres, which has its special units joined the war with Israeli soldiers to hunt down Palestinians, is null and void for us. This only aggravates our anger, while encouraging us to act with greater determination. We will upset you a lot more. Their so-called concern is going to draw in multitudes. They will be concerned regarding every one of our actions and plans in Syria, in Iraq, in Libya, in the Mediterranean, in the Black Sea, in the Aegean, in the Jerusalem and the Palestinian,
Okay,
in the
okay.
whole of
So,
region.
just a moment, sir. Just a moment,
Yes,
sir.
please.
The question I actually asked here, you've taken us more further because, of course, we are going to discuss this, and we are going to you are going to also address this because I also have some question, also backed with a video analyst from a media house from India, so which I will also want you to address concerning the Israel and Palestinians conflict. So I will quickly want you to address this very question.
Okay.
What propel you? Why do you support Biafra in the first place, and why do you turn back in the other hand, attacking Biafrans, calling them names? So I want you to quickly address this. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. I told you for freedom fight, for freedom of the Biafra nation. I started for that. This was the main reason. And I visit His Excellency Namdi Kano in his home. And we start organization to recognize Biafrans worldwide in United Nations, Middle East, and everywhere in the world. This one, and they give me the title for special advisor of His Excellency Namdi Kano, the Biafran nation. So it was my decision, and we started. But after that, the Buhari administration, they make a case against me in my country. Now I cannot fly to Nigeria. I cannot enter to Nigeria. Even I have something to do there. If I have, I cannot go. I cannot fly. And I sent because of they know me. Two of my friends from DSS, from the aircraft, they came to the aircraft and they took my two friends to the jail, and nobody asked them question 4 days, and then they stay maybe more than 1 month, I think, and they release. They don't know the Biafran issue, but the DSS and the administration of Buhari, they put them in the jail. And now me or my family, they cannot fly to Nigeria because of Biafra issue. So the reason that I said again, for freedom fighting. I was with them. But as I told you again, the reason that I gave up, when the Biafra administration, or not administration, you can say the Biafra media, some of Biafra media, they accept decision of the former president of the United States, Donald Trump, decision for the capital city, Jerusalem, for the Israel, which is not acceptable, because the Jerusalem not only for Jewish or Christian or the Muslims, for all human beings. So this was the reason. From that time, I didn't talk with Namdi Kano. I don't know, because of his
Okay,
changing.
you mean your decision for changing your mind on Biafran struggle was because of religion?
No, not religion. Everybody is free for the religion. You can believe. This is religion in your heart. You can be Jewish, you can be Christian, you can be Muslim. Nobody can say your direction. You have to listen carefully. I give up because of the decision of Biafra media. They accept Trump decision. What he said, I mean the administration of the United States, they recognize Jerusalem, the capital city of the Israel, which is not acceptable from all the religious. This is the reason. Did you get my point now?
Okay, now I got your point. What you're saying now is you accept you change your mind because of the actions of the Biafran media towards
My brothers, religious is different. Freedom fight is different. Biafra cannot be Jewish because there's a Christian and the Muslims inside, right?
But do you
Because of
know?
the leader.
Sorry, maybe you are not informed about this before starting the agitation for Biafran people. But do you know that Biafrans all over the world, our origin, we are Jewish people by
I
birth,
am
not,
Jewish.
not
Excuse
just
me.
a moment, please. Just a moment, please. Not by religion. We are a descendant of Jewish people in the in Africa. We are Jewish. We have our roots.
My
So,
grandfather, excuse me, my grandfather was Jewish.
okay,
The second grandfather was Christian. My grandfather was Muslim. My father Muslim. So we are the son and Adam of the uh, we are son and daughter of the Adam and Eve. All human being brothers and sisters. So the book, holy book of the Jewish before Bible, the Quran, holy book of the Quran excuse me, before Quran was Bible, before Bible was the holy book of the Jewish, with this Moses book, Moses holy book, all holy books from the God. So we are brothers and sisters, no matter what, and all the chapters, all those holy books written, you don't kill the people. We cannot kill the people. So I can say, I can say, the fighting between government forces and Igbo separatist group risk adding yet another challenge for the Buhari administration. The emergence of hello.
okay. Sorry for interrupting. Um, Before you go further, you of course you're going to take your time to explain better. Before you go further, we Biafrans, we are Jewish by nature. We are Jewish by nature. We are not even a descendant. So now you said your grandfather is a Jewish. Your other of your relatives are also Christian, if I may get you right. Now,
Yes.
what is the problem you have for Jewish nation to stand, or for Jerusalem to
No,
stand as
we don't have
the
any
capital,
problem.
of Israel?
We don't have any problem with any nation.
Okay,
Between the nations, there is no problem at all worldwide. Globally, there is no problem between the nations, Mr. Jite. The problems, the political problems, if there is a fighting, it means there is a benefit. The political, the leaders problem we have, leader problems we have. We don't have any problems between the nations. They are happy with each other. There is no problem at all.
okay. Talking about benefit. Talking about benefit, you mentioned something about your friends, your two of your friends who were arrested because of Biafra, or
Because they know me only. They
okay,
don't.
because they
They are
know
not
you,
Biafra.
and
Just they know me.
because you were supporting Biafra, and two of your friends who know you, and the Nigerian government arrested them. Firstly, before we go further, have they been released or are they still in detention now?
No, no, they come back because we worked on it. My government,
Okay,
they contact with the administration and they release them. Now they are here with their
okay.
family.
Should we say this actually link to the to you praising the Nigerian government while you are condemning, because there is a video of yours trending. I think that should be is it not 2018? A video of yours trending where you are insulting Biafrans, calling them every sort of name, and same video in other ends of the video, you are also praising President Buhari, the late President Buhari. You are praising him, and you are also apologizing to him. Are you doing this because of your friends or because you regret supporting Biafran? What really happened?
It was, what happened after they open a case against me. No, normally, I am a Turkish citizen. I have to be with my government. And my government, they have normally a relationship between government to government, and they recognize Nigeria because of United Nations. And the Biafra is still not recognized in United Nations. So I follow condition of my government. That's why.
Okay. Which means
Yeah.
your government pressured you to do this.
No, we don't have this kind of thing. Government cannot pressure to any nation in Turkey. We have democracy, we have freedom. You can talk everything you want, but because of allergic points of the politics and sensitive issues, sometimes you cannot talk the truth. I mean, you have to talk the truth on the reality, but every truth sometimes you cannot mention, or you cannot say. You have to stop to not destroy or to not somebody lose because of you. You understand?
So, in every freedom fighters, and everybody who loves freedom, all the history we have known so far, they always speak the truth, even in the point of death. So
Excuse me, for the freedom. Yes, I understood. Okay, I told the administration of the Biafra, please, do not make any protest on the street. Why? Because they are killing. So what is the best way? What is the best way for Biafra freedom? To organize a political party in the region, in Biafra land, or in Nigeria, even should be in Abuja. The headquarters should be in Abuja. You have to, the administration of the Biafra, they should organize a political party headquarters in Abuja, in the heart of the Nigeria, to not destroy the nation of Biafra. Because if who will be responsible for the death? Many millions of people, thousands of people, they dead. They are killing. So who is going to be responsible? Leaders, Namdi Kanu also responsible. Anyone injured or lost their life. So you have to be very smart. If you are a leader, you have to be very smart. I told them many times, please do not, my brothers and sisters, do not make a protest on the street, especially in Nigeria. Do it outside of the Nigeria.
Okay.
Or organize a political party if you have a political party officially, so nobody can stop you on the street. You can make a protest.
Okay.
Easily.
His Excellency, due to our time management, we will quickly go for a very short break, because with what you just said now, I also have some few questions for you concerning that. And when we are coming back, of course, we will be opening our line. Yes, as you can all know and as you can all see, this is Coastal Biafran TV. This is Coastal Biafran TV, the voice of the coastal people in the Biafran nation. So, and in Biafran at large. So we will be going for a very short break. And when we come, we are going to open our line. Of course, questions will be coming. And of course, I also have some questions for you concerning the leadership of Biafra organizing a political party, as you said. So we are going to look into that when we come back for this very short break. Just stay there. Stay tuned, viewers. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back very short.
From the beginning of human history, Gabon people have persistently used God's name to commit heinous atrocities all over the world. Wars become more bloody when religious sentiments are attached. Enemies see each other as abominable infidels that deserve to die. During the Nigeria-Biafra War, atrocities and war crimes were obviously committed, but the international community failed to identify or recognize the ethnic and religious implications. However, the purpose of this work is neither to apportion blames nor criticize anyone, but to preserve history and to let our younger generations who were not born during the struggle know the kind of songs used to boost the morals of the Biafran soldiers.
Abireko, Ifajuna Rerari, Wanaputanu Zore one day, Wanaputanu Zore one day. Gini can you do, Omo Biafra, Gini can you do. Onye wanyi, nyanya mamiye zuroke. Kani mere ndiro, dina magi chuku, jide ha zobo ha ona. Kani mere ndiro, dina magi chuku, jide ha zobo ha ona. Ae muna wanenjera, Abireko, Ifajuna Rerari. Ae muna wanenjera, Wanaputanu Zore.
Yeah, welcome back. Okay, we are back from the break. It's a very short one, of course. Yeah, this is the number to call if you want to, if you have a question, or you have something to support or to decline whatever our guest of today, His Excellency Mr. Abdülkadir, is saying on our live show today. You can as well join the broadcast. Yeah, of course, you can as well join the broadcast by calling +491-521-754-3169, +491-521-754-3169. That is the number to call on WhatsApp only. Don't call us on the direct call. You can only call us on WhatsApp. And before we move ahead again, His Excellency, I have a very simple question to ask you in the regards of you saying the Biafran people should join or should organize a political party where they can share their view or where they can pursue their agitation. But I want to ask you this first question: Are you aware that Nigeria is only parading themselves as a democratic nation on the media front, or should I say on the UN field, for the world to perceive them as a democratic nation, but they are not practicing such. Just for example, let's assume that Nigeria, that Biafran people are the political party, and they elected somebody as their leader to champion their agitation. And after the person won, do you know that in Nigeria today, your vote did not count when you go and vote in election? You voted, but your vote will not count. After you vote, the Supreme Court of Nigeria we change the
Yes,
person
you are.
who won the election, and nothing will happen. Just for example, the one that happened in Imo State, the person of
Yes.
Opus Odima and Emeka Ihedioha. These are two political parties. They are not even Biafran parties. So Emeka Ihedioha was elected by people in the region, in the state, as the first person in the governorship position in Imo State. And after he won a very clean, free, fair election, clean and won. And after the election, the Nigerian government have to come with the Supreme Judge and take somebody in the fourth position, not even the second position, somebody in the fourth position, the person of Opus Odima, and make him the winner of the election. So how will you encourage Biafrans to participate in such system that is as rotten as this?
Yes, you are right. And you have to start from some point. Better than nothing. Better than nothing. You have to start it. It must be. They count or not count. You have to fight there.
Because the people believe it cannot work.
No problem. No problem. You have to fight. Not on the street and somebody die. Better in parliamentary system, you fight there. One day will be, you will get, if you started. If you are going from Lagos to Abuja, so how many hours? If you started, you will be there. If you not started, you will be in Lagos. So you have to start it. Even, and we have to know that even in good times, security is fragile in the formal Biafra. Insecurity has multiple dimensions. The Igbo people are Nigeria's third largest ethnic group. They were the losers in the 1967-1970 civil war, in which they tried to establish a separate Igbo dominated state, Biafra. Many Igbo continue to believe that they are disadvantaged in Nigeria, and there continues to be residual support for Biafran independence. True, not among the Igbo establishment, conflict over land and water, once largely restricted to the middle belt, is spreading to the south, where it frequently accurate ethnic and religious overtones. Many Igbo, mostly Christian, believe they are targeted by they say, Muslim Fulani herdsmen. They are organizing many terrorist groups against this subject and bringing their flocks sought in search of better pastures. Criminal activity is widespread, and often the Igbo attributed to the Fulani. Many residents of the former Biafra are alienated from the federal government and see the Buhari administration as Muslim dominated and as enabling Fulani atrocities. Added to this mix is Namdi Kanu's indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, a separatist movement that reflect and facilitates popular this contempt.
Just a minute. You were talking about the Fulani dominated, Buhari dominated government by Fulani people, and for
They was talking about it.
correction, we have a caller here. I want you to address this caller, and of course, you are also going to address my question, because but I want to quickly chip in this to educate other people who still reason this way. Nigeria and Biafra never fought a war. A genocide was actually committed on Biafrans by Nigerian through by British and the Russian government through
Yes,
Nigerian government, a genocide actually committed against the Biafran people by Britain and Russian government through the help of the Fulanese in Nigerian government. So we never fought a war. We are only defending ourselves not to be wiped out from the through the genocide. So that is exactly what happened then. Not that we fought. They committed a genocide on us with the help of
yes, yes.
foreign power. So let me quickly address the attend to this caller. Hello, caller. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, my name is Elvis. I'm calling from Germany.
Okay, Mr. Elvis, you're calling from Germany. Please, you have 2 minutes to ask your question.
All right, my question is he was talking about Biafrans to form a political party.
Okay.
Because why I'm asking this question, because this ABGA as a political party was formed, and the idea was to champion the affair of Biafra, which our leader Nnamdi Kanu was one of the member of ABGA, and he left the party because of what after the people that formed this party, they positioned themselves, then the spirit of Nigeria possessed them. I don't think that there is any political party formed that will champion the affair of Biafra in this Nigeria we are today. So how does he think forming another political party? Now everybody has opened eyes. Now they have labeled us terrorists. Now they have called all sorts of names, and the international community know what have heard our voice, and we are fighting in this present time. How does he think that a political party will do anything about Biafra issue? Why we had one before, and it's the same. Our brothers, our Igbo brothers that from this party, they are all now joined Nigeria again. So how is it going to happen? I don't believe in political party, and we have so many political parties in Nigeria which cannot even do anything. And you see what happened in Imo
Okay,
State.
thank you very much. Thank you very much, caller. I want I believe Mr. His Excellency, you can hear what the question the caller just asked you. So what do you have to say concerning this? We have a political party formed by our internal leader, the person of Dumego Ojukwu, called ABGA, and which even our leader was in support. So all these things were killed in the Nigerian system. All these things were killed within the system. So what do you have to say concerning this?
First of all, I told you, you cannot give up from the freedom fighting. For parliament in parliamentary system, if of course now maybe there's something wrong. Of course there's something wrong. As you said, if you participate the election, you said we cannot win because of the power with Nigerian administration, and they will not accept us to win in election. They will not count. It will be not democracy or free election. But as I told you again, you have to defend your nation. You have to protect life. If you still keep going on the protest on the street, you have many experiences. You didn't win, and you lost your nation life, which is not good, and somebody responsible for that. So you have to fight in parliamentary system. You don't have weapon, you don't have muzzles. I mean, you don't have organized army. How you can win? Somebody should tell me.
I'll believe when you say maybe we don't have all these things. Of course, we don't. But because Biafran people believe um, um, God is involved, and they believe that the God who saved their forefathers is also going to save them. And as you can see, we don't have weapon with, and as you said that we don't have army. In Biafran land today, we are able to chase out the Fulani terrorists, killing people, maiming, raping women and children to the core. They spare no one with a heavy arm. They are all heavily armed, and with the support of the Nigerian military backing them up. But we are able to chase them out. So if we are not determined, if we are not organized, I don't think we can achieve this. So before we go further, I think we have a lot of callers here, but before we go further, because we are also targeting our time for we not to take the whole day. I have a video concerning the issue of Israel and the Palestinians, which you said for Biafran supporting the stance of Donald Trump against the Palestinian people, or should I say, in favor of the Israeli people, that this is the reason why you back up. So now I want to play a video here, right here. So I want you to address this video. This is a video from Islam Clary. He's an imam. So I want you to kindly address this very video.
And I mention Jews a lot because, although this will get me in trouble, I've never said this before, but Palestine is Jewish land. I mean, come on, who doesn't know this? Jesus came to Jerusalem. He came to the Israelites who were there. It's Jewish land. I mean, if the Jews later on want to become Christians, believe in Jesus, and then later on they want to believe in Muhammad, that's fine. You can change your religion, but you can't change the history of the land. It's Jewish land. Which is maybe why I get along with Jews a lot. But it's a good thing to know the truth and follow it. It's a beautiful thing to be honest to yourself, to history.
So what will you say concerning this very video? You can hear a Islamic cleric saying this, that the land really belongs to the Jewish people. The land, even if you occupy the land, that doesn't mean you are not if you call yourself a Palestinian, all of you are all Jewish. As far as you're on the land, you can change your religion. That doesn't mean the land doesn't belong to the Jewish people. So what do you have to say to this?
Everybody can make a video. You can make a video. I can make a video. Everybody can talk. You cannot stop their mouth. I told you, the Jerusalem or the worldwide, the lands not belongs to human beings, belongs to God. Who has got a documentation? The land that we are living belongs to us. We came to the world from our mom naked, and we will go naked. We don't have anything. Everything belongs to God. Why we are fighting? Why they are fighting with each other? I told you, because of benefit, because of they want to sell the weapons. They are looking for petroleum. They are looking for gold, diamond, this, that, benefit for the reason of the fighting. This is number one. Same thing for against our nation. We have many terrorist organizations like you have. We have terrorist organization against us, YPG, PKK terrorist organization, FETÖ terrorist group. Still they are in Nigeria also, and their school they are still working. The Buhari didn't shut down them. And we have many terrorist organizations, and the West and the United States, they are producing intelligence agencies, they are producing the terrorist organization for all human beings, not only for us, also for not against us, against you, against all nations. We have to open our eyes, we have to open our mind, and we have to use our brain. God says on all the chapters of the holy books, use your brain. We have to open our eyes. Who is against human being? Who is
Okay,
against Nigeria?
if
Who
you,
is against Biafra? Who is against all the nations and the governments? And
okay, now
the leadership problem.
let us go back to the Biafran issue. Let us go back to the Biafran issue, because I appreciate that you agree that if I'm not mistaken, that the Jewish own the land. Either you may change your religion or any other thing, but the land still remain for the Jewish people. And according to you said, God owns the land, but there are some people who occupied it. There are some people who God gave the land. So now let us go to we have a caller here. We are going to answer hear from this caller, and it may be our last caller for the day, so that we can quickly round up as soon as we can. So, hello caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning. My name is Jonathan, or good afternoon. I'm calling from Spain, Barcelona, Spain.
Okay, you're calling from Barcelona, Spain. Mazi Jonathan, please, you have 2 minutes to make your contribution.
All right. Well, I want to tell Mr. Abdülkarim, though I have been following his comments right from time before he changed his narrative. This time around, I don't know whether he's still been well informed about Biafra or no. Advising Biafrans to form political parties to fight for their freedom is unacceptable because, one, you cannot, through political parties, and win any of your freedom. Instead, what you win is presidency or whatever. So what Biafrans want is freedom, total freedom from Nigeria, because from the outset, Nigeria was built on false foundation, and we cannot stand on it. And there are two different things to this respect. Please, Mr. Abdülkarim, you have been talking about Biafra before you change your narrative. This time around, I don't think that what you are saying is completely in accordance with our own view. Biafrans want freedom and not electoral or elected position.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you so much. I believe Mr. Abdülkadir, you can hear the caller. I want you to quickly address the question of the caller and his view, because according to the caller, we the way people reason in Nigeria, the way anybody who call himself in Nigeria, the way they reason, you can't compare it with the way you reason, because anybody who call themselves in Nigeria is like reasoning as an animal, because you cannot be created. I would like to ask you this very question before you answer the question of the caller. As a Turkish, can somebody from UK come to your land and tell you from today you are no more Turkish, you are now Zambia, or you are now Zagaban, or whatever, give you any other names, and tell you that okay, you are no more Turkish, from now I change your name? Will you accept that from them?
Of course not.
Of course not. Thank you very much. So I want you to quickly address the view of okay.
I will die. I will die until my freedom. Nobody can kill my freedom. I will die for my freedom, for my family, for my future. Nobody can stop this one.
And that is the reason why. That is the reason why Biafrans are dying today. That is the reason why Biafrans are dying. That is the reason why Biafrans never believe in any political organization in the contraction called Nigeria, because Nigeria was never a nation. Nigeria was never a nation. These are three different people. It's like taking oil and water, try to merge them together. So it can never work. So Mr. Abdülkadir, we have another caller, which this person actually asked me to give him the grace. So and we are going to off our line. We are going to off our line to the end of the program. Please, hello caller, what's your name and where you're calling from? Hello caller. Can
you hear me?
Okay, come again. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Igochukwu Samuel. I'm calling from Dakar, Senegal.
Okay, Mr. Igochukwu, please, you have 2 minutes to make a contribution or to ask your question.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to ask my question. I really know this our brother which you are interviewing this morning. I really know him, and I was once his follower before. But what baffles me is that a time came when he said that Mazen Nande Kalo lied and deceived him and that will make him to be fighting and getting for the Biafra front. Now that he's pleading to Nigerian government to forgive him for all the damages he has caused Nigerian government. But I was also surprised now seeing him again, on your chat. But that's not the way. What I want to say is that for us to get our freedom does not rely on political anything. Anything political aspect of it will just bring damage to us. It will bring more death, more harmful, more distraction, more poverty. You understand? So my question is that because I know when our internal leader Dim Chupo not going to from a political party and they had ended. So I want to ask our brother, how do you think that the political area will help us to achieve Biafra? Because I know that Pakistan have their freedom out of India without political. And South Sudan also have their own freedom without any political involvement. Then how will this one help us to achieve our Biafra? Thank you.
Okay, I believe Mr. Abdülkadir, you can hear the caller, the question the caller just asked.
Yes, we have to talk about the civil war. At first, Nigerian progress was slow, and failure of its larger army to invade the territory of the new republic led to grow in worldwide support for Biafra. Biafran troops led by Colonel Banjo, brilliant tactician, crossed the Niger River, entered the Midwestern region, and launched attack close to Lagos. The 10 Nigerian capital, we have to know that. However, reorganization of the Nigerian forces, the reluctance of the Biafran army to fight, and the effect of a naval, land, and air blockade of Biafra led to change in the balance of forces. Biafran forces were pushed back into their core territory. And the capital of Biafra, the city of Enugu, was captured by Nigerian forces. The Biafrans continued to resist in their core Igbo hardlands, which were soon surrounded by Nigerian forces. From 1967 onwards, the war fell into lengthy stalemate, with Nigerian forces unable to make significant advances into the remaining areas of Biafran control. The blockade of the surrounded Biafrans led to a humanitarian disaster when it emerged that there was widespread civilian hunger and starvation in the besieged Igbo areas. Farmland was sabotaged, and this was affecting the Biafran population. Images of starving Biafran children went around the world. The Biafran government claimed that Nigeria was using hunger and genocide to win the war, and saw aid from the outside world. Biafran forces surrendered in 1970 when Ajukwu fled to the Republic of Cote d'Ivoire, leaving this deputy Philippe Effiong to handle the details of the surrender. Sorry. To the surprise of many in the outside world, the threatened reprisals and massacres did not occur, and genuine attempts were made at reconciliation. Reconciliation. It is estimated that up to 1 million people may have died in the conflict. Construction helped by the oil money was shifted. However, the old ethnic and religious tensions often remained. I hope you understand what I'm talking about and what is the point that I think it is we have to understand this kind of Mr. Are you there? Are you listening to me?
I think
Hello?
we are still having a lot of calls here. The call was so much, and my line is actually jammed. So because even when I try to pick one, the other one rejects it. So okay, now Mr. Oh my God. I think we are not picking calls anymore because actually I am using this very phone to do a control of this program. I'm using this very phone to do a control of this program. So we are no more receiving calls. Our time is already, we have already finished using our time. So, but before you go, Mr. Abdülkadir, sir, look at the shootout in Lekki. I believe you heard about that. The shootout in Lekki. We know that you are somebody who is very vocal against injustice. And with what we have heard about you, we know that you also have some kind of pressure about Biafra. But let us look at something that it's actually out of Biafra. Look at Lekki Toge
Lucky.
shootout. Yeah, look at the Lekki Toge shootout. When the Nigerian troops went there, a military troops meant to defend or to battle in war came to Lekki and they shot at every bin they saw there, and which led to a lot of a loss of hundreds of lives. It led to hundreds of a loss of hundreds of lives, and we never see you make any video to condemn this. Are you telling me that when you were apologizing to the person of Buhari and the people of Nigeria, are you telling me that you are not in support of what actually happened in Lekki? So what actually went wrong? Why we do not hear your voice concerning that?
Long time I was not talking to the media, local and internationally, about the subject of Biafra. You are the first channel that I'm talking now since what happened in Leader House attacked. You remember somebody that and they run away and they destroy the Leader House. From that time
Yeah,
until
yeah,
now,
the
I
person of
didn't
Mass
talk.
African. Yeah.
Yes, when I was fly back from his visit, and there was attack to his house. You remember? So from that time, I didn't make any speech or
Or media,
anything for the media for Biafra. I stopped. I'm still waiting. Also, the Namdi Khan talk about he still didn't talk about the capital city of the Jerusalem, Israel. He didn't talk. I'm still waiting. I didn't contact. I didn't talk with him. He have to say it is not acceptable. The 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 acceptable for the Jerusalem capital city of the Israel.
but when you say he
Definitely,
have to say, but when you say he have to say, history has shown countless times that the Israel, the Jewish nation, own Jerusalem. This is their land.
Jewish, as I
Why
told you,
will
my brothers,
why will he
no, no,
say?
we have to use together, not only one man or
Yeah, but
one
but even
religious.
using, but even
Everybody,
using together, there is always somebody who owns the land. There is always somebody like, for example, like Biafran land. We have the Fulani Esme killing people in our forests, in our bushes, raping and maiming. But despite that, we told them, come to our city. Let us live as a human. But we
We
won't
don't
allow you
need,
to stay in our forest.
that's
But,
that's why
but
that's
there
why
is
I said,
always an original owner of the land. That is
okay,
exactly
there is
what.
no original. No, my brother, which original? You are human, I am human. Which original? We
Are
are
you
the
telling me? Are you telling me now
we
today
are
that we are?
I told you the God create us. Who are
Yeah.
you? Who am I? Who is that? Who is who? We are all belongs to God. I told you. You have to believe. You have to understand this. Who are
Yeah,
you? We are
I
enemy.
understand.
Are
Sorry,
we
sorry.
enemy each other? Nobody is enemy. We are all human being brothers and
Yeah,
sisters. We have
but
to
the
think
point.
about this. Who are
Yeah,
you? Who
yeah,
is
but
America? Who is European countries? Who is Asia? Who is all the nation? I told you they are one
yeah,
nation,
we
one
we
law, one God. There is only one God that we believe.
okay. Now we agree on this. I agree with you that we
But
are all
what are you?
creatures of
Why
God.
you say you
But
belong to
what we
Jews,
are saying,
Jewish,
just
belong to Christian, belong to Muslim? We shouldn't
okay,
talk to start
okay, just
fighting.
a minute, a minute. I raise a point. Maybe you don't pay attention to the point I just raised. Here is the point. It's, for example, in Turkey, can somebody like me, can I come to Turkey and tell the Turkish
I
people,
said no, it is not
no, no,
possible.
no,
This
no, I'm
I said
coming,
no.
I'm coming.
I will die
I'm
for my
raising. Sorry.
freedom, for my land. I said to you this. I answered also already my question. I am talking about the religious section is different than material or the governmental land areas. This is
This is
different cases. This
sorry,
is
sorry.
mosque or church or synagogue we are talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, I
I
understand,
can
but this is
pray
a just
as a Muslim. Excuse me. I can pray as a Muslim in Christian church. I can pray as a Muslim in synagogue, Jewish religious room, and you can pray in mosque. Christian can pray in mosque, and Christian pray in Israeli religious room. That I
okay.
want that I want to say. Nobody can say belongs to us. Who you are? You are
Okay,
you
okay.
are
Can I
you
ask
are
you this?
we are son and daughter of Adam, the prophet. All the prophets we believe.
Okay,
Moses,
now can
Jesus,
I can I just say this? You mentioned religion aspect is different from freedom aspect. Now, the American government, the person of Donald Trump, actually announced Jerusalem as a capital city of Israel, not of Jewish. There is nothing like Jewish in his pronouncement. He said of Israel, and Israel is a nation. Israel is a nation, not a religion. Jewish is a religion, but Israel is a nation. So he pronounced it as a Israel capital, not a Jewish capital. So when we are talking it, when we
well,
are discussing on the political
excuse me,
aspect,
Lydia. Can you see do you know the history of the Palestine or the Muslim land before 1948? The border of the Jerusalem, the border, there was no Jewish people in Israel.
but do you agree with me?
We
Do
as
you
a
know that before the
we as
1948,
excuse me, as the Ottoman Empire, we brought 500,000 Jews from Spain to Ottoman land, which is Turkey. We brought them. They was running away from the some people. If you read the real history, we protect Jewish people in our homeland, 500,000. Still, we have Jews in Turkey. The place of the religious is different than freedom or governmental administration. We
but,
have to.
but they never tell the people worshiping there, practicing their religion to move out. They only say this place is the capital of Israel, I don't think that should be a problem because they never say, okay, this is capital of Israel. Now you have to move out. They never say such. So I don't think that should be a problem. And in other words, as a
They,
Turkish, as a
excuse
Turkish
me, are they killing the Israeli soldiers? They have weapon.
they do not kill the Israeli soldiers, but the Israeli soldiers
Stone,
do not kill them also.
only stone, stone.
But the Israeli soldier never kill them also until they are violent, and that is the same thing. That is the same thing. Also,
Excuse me. I don't want to talk about this subject because we cannot continue and we cannot
okay. So
start.
lastly,
We cannot leave this case because
okay,
this case is long time.
okay.
They are
Thank you very much,
negotiating.
sir.
They don't have any solution. But one day the subject of Israel, Palestinian, the land that they are fighting will be finished very soon, I believe.
Okay, thank you very much. Of course, you brought up the cases of the Israel and the Palestine because we're actually focusing on Biafran, your stand on Biafra. So finally, before we go, what is your stand now concerning the Biafran nation and the Nigerian nation, concerning the current conflict? What is your stand? Are you against the Biafran people? Are you, because the last statement you made before you take a break for the social media, for your social media appearance, what you said, we saw you attacking the Biafran people and the Biafran nation at large, while you are apologizing to the Nigerian government in the person of Muhammadu Buhari. So are you now, what is your stand concerning these two nations? What is your stand concerning the two different nations? Who are you supporting? Are you supporting people who want to be free, just like every other humans, or are you supporting people who are forcing people against their wish?
What can I say? You are brothers, Nigerian and the Biafran nation, all of them black. There is no white, there is no red between you. You are black, I am white, but our blood is same color, red color. You have red color, I have red color. But in Africa, a part of Africa, Nigeria and Biafra, they are brothers and sisters. They are visiting each other. They have relationship with with each other. They are brothers and sisters. They mustn't fight with each other. We have to forget about the leadership problems. As I told, already, administration of the Nigeria and the Biafra, they have to sit together, negotiate like a brother and sisters, and solve the problem. To know how to live together, not
But
fight,
but but
not
as I
kill,
said,
not injure, not touch each other like a
but like
human,
I told you,
not like an animal. They have to sit together, negotiate the leadership on the table, and they have to make good decision for both nations. You have two
mhm,
flag, excuse me, there is two flag, but one nation. Two flag,
but
one nation,
are you
like
are you
Turkey
are
and
you in support?
excuse me, like Turkey and Azerbaijan. We have two flag, one nation. You can have two flag, one nation. Sit together, negotiate, solve the problems which is necessary and the good
Okay,
way, and
okay, let
stay
me.
together as a brothership. Go to each other, visit each other, happiness, success. This is the,
Okay,
oh, and also, as I told you, the
in what you
parliamentary
say,
system.
in
Even they
what you
are not
just
voting. Even you have a problem for the parliamentary system, you have to try. You have to
in
fight in parliamentary system. As a Biafrans, you should have one political party in Nigerian government and fight there.
okay, in what you've said now, it means that the Biafran people do not deserve to be free and stay on their own as a nation. We have the UK pulling out from the European Union. They are both white. They are all white people. They have same blood, same red blood, but they decide that they are humans, and they decide, okay, I don't want to do again, and they grant them. Why is it difficult? Is it because we are black, or is it because we, or in your own opinion, we don't deserve to be free? Because the people said, the people said, I want to be free. This is what we are talking. It can never happen whereby you will see a Nigerian and a Biafran. We can work together as a nation. We can work together as a neighbor nation, if need be, but not as one Nigerian. We are Biafrans before Nigeria was created. Just as
Yes.
I asked you, and you told me that nobody can do that to you. So, and in our own case, we are also rejecting it. And that is the reason why I am saying, and the world are listening as we are speaking right now. Are you in a suggestion that the Biafran people should subject themselves against their own wish? We say what we want is total freedom. Are you in support of freedom for everybody who desire freedom?
Yes.
Or you're in support of a government who force the people against their wish and who want them to go, who is even killing and causing a lot of atrocity just to force them against their wish? Are you in support of such government who has carried out extrajudiciary killings?
No, no, impossible.
Who has, okay, so this is the question on the ground.
What is your question?
The question is, it is within, this is a very too clear option. It is within a government that has committed extrajudiciary killing against the people, that have killed the people at will, that have marginalized the people politically, infrastructurally, in every form of life. They have denied the people every good thing you can ever think of. We have the resources. We sustain the Nigerian nation, but we never have any presence of the federal government of Nigeria in our region, in our nation, as a Biafran. And we are the one, if you hear Nigerian doing business of crude oil today, we Biafrans are the owner of the crude oil. We Biafrans are the owner of everything that comes out from Nigeria. But we are the people whom Nigerian government are killing because we are two different people, religiously, ethnically, everything, even our way of life, our culture. We are two different people, and we say we want to be free. Now the question is, are you in support of a government of extrajudiciary killing, or the people who are disassociated themselves from such government?
I'm not, they are not right. Who is killing? I am not with them anywhere in the world.
Thank you very much. That answers your question. So we'll be looking forward to see you, advocating for those who want to be free from this extrajudiciary killing. But lastly, before we go, I want you to quickly pass a message to the world concerning to the Nigerian people and also to the Biafran people. What message do you have for them and to your Turkish government concerning the atrocity going on in Nigeria of today?
What I told to my brothers and sisters, and I pray for them good and long life first. And we love all nations, Biafra nation, Nigerian nation, but who is producing the problems? We don't like them, we don't love them when we are not with them. And all the best for all human beings, Biafrans, Nigerians, all nations. And as I told you, we pray good and long life for all my brothers and sisters. And thank you very much for your kind attention and assistance for the freedom. Freedom is priceless. Nobody can buy the freedom by finance or the money. As I told you, if they touch our freedom in our homeland, we will fight until die. Nobody can stop. Nobody can pay the price for the freedom. We are supporting all the human being who is fighting for their right for all nations. Thank you very much and all the best and good day, dear my brothers and sisters, and Onajit Igho and your channel, which they are working very hard and good.
Thank you
Coastal
very
Biafra
much.
TV.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abdülkadir. Thank you for joining us today. And we say, may God, may Chukwuki Kabiama, may Oputamono bless you and bless the nation of Biafra and the nation of the Turkish people. Thank you very much for coming.
You're
Thank
most welcome. Thank you very much. Bye bye.